Alright, hey guys. Getting ready to head back into Space Quest 5. Okay. We just, how's it going? I'm fully operational and all my circuits are functioning perfectly. Well, that's good. Despite you tried to kill me earlier, but that's okay. We just destroyed the space bar. After unleashing the space monkeys on it. But we saved Cliffy. He has nothing to say to us. Hey guys. Yeah. Clorox 2. Yeah, that's our next mission. What were our orders again? This Darkon has ordered us to proceed to Clorox 2 for an auxiliary garbage pickup, Captain. Think we get in trouble for that little accident back at the space bar? I certainly hope not, Captain. By the way, that was a very brave thing you did back at the space bar. I just love the way you took charge of the situation. It gave me moose bumps. Moose bumps? They're like goosebumps, only bigger. I see. You ever do it Regalian style, Captain? I can't say I have, Flo. Once you had green, you'll know what I mean, sugar. Oh. Oh dear. What you want, sir? Flo's been looking at me kind of strange lately. Oh God. I really couldn't say, Captain, but I think she was very taken with the way you handled the situation back there at the space station confidentially. I think she kind of likes you. Uh-huh. Are you really surprised, sir? No, I just thought they might give us a break. Fat chads. By the way, Captain, what you did for Cliffy back at the station, it was really great, sir. A lot of commanders would have just left him there rot. And that diversion with the space monkeys, very clever, sir. It was pretty brilliant, wasn't it? Now, don't get getting all puffed up on me, Captain, or I'll have to smack you upside the head. I see. Okay, let's go, What do you know about Clorox 2? Not much, Captain. Just it's a small colony on the fringe of the G6 quadrant. That seems to ring a bell somewhere, but I can't quite place it. Why don't you go in the back and lie down? I'll bring a cup of hot tea and give you a back rub while you think about it. Huh? You want to give me a what? A back rub, sir. You know, you lie down, I start out with your shoulders and work my way down. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, sir. I think Flo's opinion of you has altered somewhat, Captain. Uh-huh. No thank you, Flo. I think I'm fine for now. You have a cute butt for an uptight white boy, sir. Uh-huh. With that, let's lay in a course for Clorox. And it is it actually is 90210. Prepare ship for light speed. No, light speed is too slow. Light speed is too slow? Yes, we'll have to go right to ludicrous speed. Ludicrous speed. I don't think... We've never gone that fast. I don't think the ship can take it. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? That's strange. I'm not tracking a waste beacon. Maybe we should investigate. I could put us into orbit. Take a closer look, Captain. Okay. Standard orbit, aye. Let's, oh. This looks a little suspicious. I better go down with you. I'll meet you in the transporter room, Captain. Cliffy is too engrossed when he's doing to talk to you. This may be dangerous, Captain. Let's split up so we can cover more territory. Don't you think we should stick together? Only if you make a quick wardrobe change, sir. Now's not the time to play fashion critic, Drool. It's just that your shirt is so well red, sir. It's bad luck. Hi, Takinja. Oh, there's an Easter egg there? Two terrestrial moons, named Larry and Mo by the colonists, are visible above the horizon of Clorox 2. Scorch marks attest to the recent use of the colony's shuttle pad. This building has a large hole ripped in the side of it. Abandoned mine tools and machinery are strewn carelessly about, as if their owners left in a hurry. The small computer console appears to be the only piece of machinery in working order inside the entire greenhouse. Oh shit. Hey, what the... Well, aren't you an ugly one? I was once ugly like you, but look at me now. Yeah. Perhaps I can make you pretty like me. I'll try to dodge my death, Lukey, smoky boy. You know, a little hemorrhoidal ointment will clear that rash on your face right up. Now get off me! Oh. Damn it. Yeah, you gotta be pretty precise with that. He has no real indication of where he's gonna spit next. Are you serious? Yeah, this seems completely random how he. There we go. Nice shooting, Tex. Thought it was dog meat for sure. Hey, he's a real looker. But I better get around and see if there's any more of these creatures I can blow away. Meet you back on the ship. He's undergoing some kind of metamorphosis. Thank you. At last, I'm free. What happened here? Entire colony mutated. Bad soup. Secret path. Over the ridge. What a bunch of gibberish. The late colonist is now part of the Corpse Corps. We got the battered scrap of appears to have some writing on it. 80869. Oh, wait. Activity log. Personal log. Clorox 2. Colony Administrator Harry Carey. Stardate 301268. Something very strange has been going on here in the colony since the Goliath's last visit. A small survey team is a week overdue, and there have been reports of strange creatures roaming the Badlands. No doubt it's just a bit of cabin fever by the more imaginative types, but I'm worried by the disappearance of some of the survey team. Personal log, stardate 301568. I'm becoming more and more alarmed. The search party dispatched to learn the fate of the survey team hasn't reported back for more than 50 hours. Fear, spurred on by more wild rumors about the creatures, has the colony on the verge of panic. Personal log, stardate 301668. God help us! A band of the hideous mutant creatures attacked the colony last night. Very few of us escaped the massacre, and I've been wounded slightly. There is no doubt these creatures are intelligent, and even appear to have a rudimentary understanding of technology. They've captured the shuttle pad, cutting off our only means of escape. Using my personal passcodes, I've sealed the colony so that the creatures will no longer be able to get into any of the undamaged structures. I'm in agony. The wound I received burns like fire. An hour ago, the mutant creatures blasted off in the colony shuttle. As they climbed the boarding ramp, I got my first good look at the creature in daylight. It was hideous. The tattered rags he wore were the remnants of a survey team survival suit. I have a terrible suspicion about the fate of the colonists. I'm utterly alone on this planet, dying, I hope. Well, this is getting pretty dark pretty quick. Scorch marks attest to the recent use of the colony shuttle pad. A suspicious-looking object which you can't quite discern from your present location is wedged in the rocks above you. How do I actually look at this? Oh, there we go. The canister bears the phrase Primordial Soup and the logo of the Genetics Research Corporation. A small label near the bottom bears the ominous inscription, Biohazard, teratogenic substance. Do not expose to direct sunlight, air, or water. Do not ingest, inhale, or allow contact with exposed skin. Another fine product from Genetics Research Corp. 41666, Sector G6. Okay. This is Eureka. Go ahead, Captain Wilco. One to beam up, Flo. Oh, great. Just when I was finally starting to wind up here. No! What the shit? Oh, okay. Thank you. What do you make of this situation, WD-40? There are two possibilities. Either the colonists cannot answer, or they will not answer our hails. In any case, it is our duty to investigate. We already did. They're pretty much fucked. Instead, we need to go to see that genetics place. We need to pay them a visit. I'm picking up a weak signal on emergency frequency, Captain. I'm putting it on screen. Mayday! Mayday! This is the SCS Goliath. Any Confederation ships in range, please respond. SCS Goliath, repeat, we're under attack. They came through Shuttle Bay. I'm sorry, sir. I've lost the transmission. The message was too brief to pin down the exact source, but I've narrowed it down to the region of the Thrakus system. Meanwhile... Oh, jeez. Well, that's just great. Okay, Thrakus, which is... That would serve no useful purpose at this time, sir. Coordinates is 53284 for Thrakus. Approaching destination. No readings for the Goliath, Captain, but I'm picking up an escape pod locator beacon on the planet's surface. Standard orbit. What function may I assist you with, Captain? The atmosphere of this planet is highly toxic to humanoid life forms, Captain. Do you recommend anything further? Indeterminate readings, sir. If there are any ships within scanning range, they're jamming us. I recommend an expeditious survey, however. My calculations require a 67.5% probability that another ship is within range of the marker beacon. Due to the unusual nature of the circumstances we currently find ourselves in, it might be unwise to attract attention to our presence here. One more additional piece of data, sir. The atmosphere of the planetoid is highly toxic to humanoid life forms. You must utilize a breathing apparatus on the surface, or perish. Yalang? I've finished putting the WD-40 back together and reprogrammed it to perform as a science officer. You can now reach her through the science station on your comm panel. Yes, I already did. Anything else, Captain? Yes, sir. More power. Pregnancy. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain! Okay, this compartment is used to store rebreather masks. There we go. I think this'll help us. Standard issue Star Confederacy rebreather mask. No? Only effective for a limited time. Don't use it unless you really need it. Okay. We're going to need it to actually breathe on the planet's surface. Don't want to mess with anything here. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, oh shit, I opened the airlock! Nice move, Ace. Really spectacular. Glad I saved right beforehand. Okay. Put that on, and let's beam down. The interior of the craft is not visible from your present location. All you can tell from here is that it looks like an escape pod. Did that hurt? It looked really painful. The interior of the craft is not visible from... Oh. You must be a glutton for punishment. That won't be of any help. You're either a masochist or a moron. So, the interior is not visible from your present location. Oh, there we go. This frock probably belonged to the recent occupant of the escape pod. The safety harness for the escape pod sways gently in a light breeze. A flashing red button catches your eye. You surmise it's somehow connected with the homing beacon. Oh shit. Yeah! No! Oh crap. Oh. Help me, Wilco, I'm slipping. If only he had something for me to grab onto. Oh, is that B? Why'd you Oh, those pucoid mutants found me. Do something, Wilco! I mean, pulling my pants down. I mean, the foreplay can wait until later, I think. Give me your hand or something. I'll climb up over you and pull you up after me. Flo, have Cliffy beam us out of here. It'll take a few moments to recalibrate the beam out coordinates, Captain. Please hang on for a minute. That's what I had in mind. Uh-oh, Cliffy says your present orientation won't fit within the containment field of the transporter beam. There's a clearing a few meters from your position. Can you make it there? Do I have any choice? Not really. Eureka out. Flo, little help, thank you. Oh shit. Oh, we barely made it. Oh. Sorry, I tried to kick your butt back there on the planet, Captain Wilco. I thought you were one of those pucoid mutants. Call me Roger, and don't worry about it. I don't think I'm going to make it, Roger. One of those bastards nicked me with that awful primordial soup. Don't worry, we'll fix you up. There's gotta be a cure. I'm afraid not. The only thing you can do is slow down the mutations by putting me in a cryogenic suspension. I must admit, I thought you were a real putz back at the academy, Roger. But you turned out to be an okay guy. Maybe even more than okay. But we don't have any time for that now. I'm probably not going to make it, and the Pucoids have to be stopped before they trash the entire Star Confederation. How? The Goliath could be parsecs away by now. We'll never catch them before they reach StarCon. They aren't going to get far without this. It's the Goliath's warp distributor cap. Bay, you're a genius. I know. And now put me in the cryo chamber, quickly. Who's that, Captain? Ambassador Wankmeister. She escaped from the Goliath. Their entire crew has been infected by some strange substance and are turning into hideous pucoid mutants. We gotta get her stabilized before she turns into one herself. What should I do? I'm an engineer, not a doctor. You'd better do something quick, though, sir. She's starting to get a little greener on the gills. Right. And for that, we're going to need this. The cryo chamber is currently unoccupied. Let's see. Now we don't want to make any mistakes here, because if B dies here, that we're going to create a time paradox, because remember, she has Roger's kid. He comes back from the future to save Roger from being killed by the sequel police, and if that doesn't happen, Roger's history too. So let's see, freeze ambassador, 10 seconds freeze. Beast flesh. What? Wait, what? B is dead. In an alternate future, she would have born your son. In the future past of Space Quest 4, your son would have saved your life, but she didn't, so we couldn't. Therefore, you aren't. Wait, I thought I did that right. 10 seconds freeze. 10. Okay. Okay, that was what I thought I did before. B has been successfully placed in hibernation. The mutation process has been slowed, but she's not out of the woods yet. Now what? Yes, Captain. How's it going? I'm fully operational. All my circuits are functioning perfectly. That's good. Now what? We found the Goliath, sir. Or rather, she found us. The Goliath's approaching at high speed. She's arming her torpedoes. Shit. We don't have any reason to retreat at present, Captain. Oh, are you sure? Oh shit. They shot at us. A brilliant observation, Flo. Don't just sit there, Captain. Do something. She's coming around again. But sir, that'll take us directly into an asteroid field. It would be suicide. Okay, let's risk almost certain death in the asteroid field. They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they? We're being hailed by the Goliath Captain, putting it on screen. Oh. Hello again, Wilco, you insignificant little pimple on the behind of humanity. Speaking of Pestile's quirk, you've never looked better. You pathetic fool, you have no idea what we're up against. I'm going to puke out the entire galaxy, starting with StarCon. Not if I have anything to say about it. Your puny ship is no match for the Goliath. Au revoir, Broom Chalky. The next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. Captain, I'm gonna have to make it even to repair the damage from the Goliath's attack. You can monitor me on audio of the comm circuit on my precious suit. Be careful, Cliffy. Yes, sir. Preparing to exit Pod Bay airlock. I'm headed towards the port stabilizer. Made it. It's only take a minute. I just need to make a few minor adjustments. Oops. Okay, Captain. That's got it. I'm coming back. Oh, shit. Hey, Captain, am I just saying things, or is that gentleman floating out there in space with the surprised expression on its face, our chief engineer? Ah, crap. of the rebreather mask. The Eureka is outfitted with a Star Roamer Evapod for emergency repairs and rescue missions. There we go. Cliffy scavenged the microphone and speaker from the center column to rig up a voice-activated flush mechanism for the Eureka's head. When the rest of the crew balked at having to say bombs away each time they used the facilities, he hooked up the transporter unit instead. There we go. Wait, what? Oh shit. If this pod ran stupidity, you'd have nothing to worry about. As it is, you've exhausted your fuel supply and are caught on the gravity well of the nearby planet. The rest of your life should prove to be short but exciting. How? Wait. What the hell? Okay, this is... This portion is pretty... The controls on this are pretty damn dumb. Okay, it looks like we should be right on. He is like right... He's like right in the center. So... What? Okay, this is fucking stupid. That should have been lined up perfect. Wow. Why is it not... I'm doing what you're telling me. But... Okay, give me just a second, folks. Okay. Oh, let's give this another shot. Okay, Cliffy has been successfully grappled. Now all that remains is to make it back to the Rika. Oh, there we go. Jeez. You okay, Cliffy? Just give me a minute to rest and catch my breath, sir. Thanks for pulling my butt out of the sling again, Captain. That's two and I owe ya. Think nothing of it, Chief. Okay, I won't. But you need to get us out of here, sir. I don't know how much longer the Eureka can stand the pounding she's taken. Oh, what do I... Okay. Okay, now let's head for genetics, which was that was 41666. Standard orbit. Guess we'll go beam down. I recommend a thorough investigation of the installation, Captain. There's a high degree of probability that we will locate information concerning the genesis of the teratogenic substances associated with the pucoid mutants. It's also possible, although significantly less probable, that we may discover a means to combat the menace of the pucoids. Huh? The heck? Looks like you've had a zany transporter blooper, Raj. Quick, get a camera. Galactic Inquirer will pay you 10 buckazoids if they publish your photo. What the? Your attempts to take command of the situation do not meet with success. Oh, jeez. And we're the fucking fly. Great. Oh, what did... Hello? Hello? Oh. Help me! Can someone out there explain to me how the captain of a starship can be reduced to a common housefly? Yuck, you look hideous, Captain. Thanks for the pep talk, Flo. Tell Cliffy to get down here now. I'll inform him of your predicament, sir, but the transporter's malfunctioning again. Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Captain, Sensitive located a large underground structure to the west of your position. Why don't you go check it out while we work on the transporter problem? I'll do that, Flo, but please tell Cliffy to get down here ASAP. We'll go out. Okay, this. Wait a sec. Okay, I know I need to take message of these. Which beams? Activate the mechanism. Okay, I think that was it. Danger. Emergency jettison sequence activated. Dome jettison will occur in 0 seconds. Jettison complete. Genetics. You play God, so you don't have to. Environment 3 operational. Standby power backup computing systems active. D-Link non-functional. Non-functional backup computing systems active. 82120 system activated. User 453 logged into mainframe system OU812 Astro Chicken 3 Henhouse of Doom program initiated. Yeah, the Astro Chicken games. User 453 logged off mainframe at station. Level 3 auto security alert issued. Comm line failure. Level 3 security alert override. Authorization 453 verified. Level 1 priority alpha security alert. Intruder alert. Auto fire suppression system activated. Shall be 1. System failure. Mainframe. Emergency community system activated. System power failure. Emergency power activated. Emergency authorization. Abandoned station. Authorization 159 verified. Genetics Projects Inventory. Primordial Soup. Feasibility study of metabacterial transformations in terraforming and space colony applications. Project goal: to create a survivable and highly adaptable metabacteria to enable terraforming on planets currently unsuitable for human habitation. Oh wait, I was... Dude, I was... The metabacteria will serve as a base for an artificial food chain on selected planets, synthesizing complex proteins as a natural byproduct of its metabolism. To put it in terms of the layman, it will eat poison, giving off water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and producing a rich organic base that other introduced organisms can feed upon. In essence, the metabacteria will create a living primordial soup. After 3 months of preliminary trials, the bacterial strain Caseus velox has shown the greatest promise. The vigor of the species is impressive. and its astounding reproductive rate makes it an ideal candidate for our purposes. Primary experience. Oh, dude. No. Oh, shit. No, up here. Primary experimental trials will bombard caseous belts with hard radiation to confirm hardiness and test adaptive ability. Placing a petri dish of the bacteria behind a computer monitor for a period of hours will expose it to hard radiation, conditions similar to those on uninhabitable Class D planet. Therefore, we shall repeat the procedure using a safer type of radiation, such as a gamma ray source. Initial results. Oh, really? Really? The experiment. All remain undesirable latent genetic traits in Metacaseus felix. The next step will be to introduce live mice into an environment prepared by Metacaseus. Initial results are encouraging. Several subjects have demonstrated tetragenic side effects as a result of ingesting the primordial soup gestalt. The mice have turned into slimy, foul-smelling, bad-tempered meta-rodents with attitudes. Seems that Metacaseus has infected the DNA of the mice much like a virus. This is an unprecedented event. Further study is indicated. The experiment's not progressing well. Several test subjects have been mutating wildly. The morphology of the creatures is singularly unrodent-like. They resemble nothing so much as ambulatory piles of goo with teeth. The only thing which appears to have any effect on an uninfected specimen, short of killing it, is the application of extreme cold at temperatures below minus 200 degrees Celsius. Cell mutations are slowed dramatically. Where did we go wrong? One of the metamice bit and infected one of the lab techs today. We're putting him into chronic hibernation to slow the process of the disease, but I'm afraid that without a cure, his chances of survival are non-existent. The experiment is a failure and is scheduled to be terminated. Now what am I gonna do? I've got an entire warehouse full of this slop. Miko, Astro Chicken 3. God. Rames T. Quirk. Yeah. Bribe. 50,000. Rames T. Another 50,000 bribe, $70,000 bribe. Yeah, he's Now, how do I get out of here? There we go. Is there something else? Ooh, there we go. Okay. I think that's what I needed to do. Cliffy, it's just a hunch, but I think there's something wrong with the transporter. Can you describe the problem, sir? The way you look at me, I'm a fly. You sure are. What happened to the rest of you? I think it crawled in the trash bin out back. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can fix it up. Where's this dumpster? I think it's behind that large rock outcropping. Lead the way, Captain. Excuse me, Captain. I'm going to scan the perimeter. Here's your body, Captain. Some people might say it never looked better. I think I can fix you up, Captain. I just have to reverse the phase polarity and get the transporter interface grid. You need to park yourself on the old dung bread there for me to descramble the two of you. Here goes nothing. Energize. Boy, Captain, I'm sure glad you're back to normal. You're really starting to bug me. That's not funny, Chief. Sorry, sir. How do you feel? Except for a strange urge to go jump in that fertilizer bin and roll around, I feel pretty normal. That sure is some setup those genetics boys got here. You haven't seen a half of it. I flew through the locking mechanism and found a big underground lab next door. And of course, there was only so much I could do there as a fly. Anyway, there was a lot of really high-tech gizmos and all kinds of advanced technology. Moment too late. You realize saying the words advanced technology to Cliffy is like showing a photograph of helpless women and children to a Doberman Pinscher. A hungry gleam comes to the engineer's eye. Oh, really? Why don't we take a closer look at that lock, Captain? You never know. If we can open it, we might find something we can use against the purecoid critters. I'll meet you there. Okay, I mean... Perimeter secured, Captain Wilco. Here's your communicator, sir. I located it during my scans of the area. Oh, thank you. Thanks, WD-40. I believe I can be the most help back on the ship. Please beam me aboard, Cliffy. Okay, now, let's see. Where can I... use the hole puncher, and then... Oops, you bungled the puzzle. So... maybe the opposite? There we go. This appears to be some kind of genetic research laboratory. Advanced machinery, experiment cages, and specimen containers containing bizarre creatures are found throughout the room. is a pair of liquid nitrogen canisters. Perhaps they could be used against the pucoids. Yeah, it suggested that they're weak to cold. That cold temperatures seem to be their weakness. What'd you find, Captain? Discovered the pucoids have a critical weakness. They can't stand the cold. Extremely low temperature temporarily halts the molecular action of the primordial soup that causes the mutations. Does it reverse the process? I'm afraid not, but at least it's better than nothing. Did you find anything else? I found a couple canisters of liquid nitrogen. Great, give 'em here. Maybe I can rig something up to use against the pucoid critters. I sure hope so, Cliffy. Well, Captain, I think we've done all we can here for now. Let's head back to the ship. There's gotta be some way to help Beatrice, Cliffy. I really can't think of any offhand, sir. What's your beastie so excited about? Spike? Hey, I think he's trying to tell something. What is it, boy? He's jumping out of the cryo chamber. Is that so? Is that it, Spike? He wants to jump in the cryo chamber? I don't think so, sir. Now he's jumping on the transporter. What do you think the credit's trying to tell us, Captain? What are you? We should jump in the cryo chamber? Somebody fell down the well. We should initiate a manual control bypass to reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid. Use the transporter to reintegrate Beatrice's DNA molecules. You know, it just might work. Good boy, Spiky. Get the ambassador ready, sir. I'll man the transporter. Oh shit. Fuck. Well, that was... Defrost, 10 seconds. Okay. You successfully defrosted B. There's not much time to save her, so whatever you're gonna do it quick. Make it so, Cliffy. Okay, Captain, just a minute. I gotta make some minor, delicate micro adjustments to the transporter. By kicking it. B, I thought you were puke for sure. So did I. I feel weak. I need to rest. No problem. I'll take you back in the crowd so you can recuperate. Okay, but I get just one question for you guys. What happened to my underwear? Oh. Okay, is it... Excuse me, Roger. Are we getting into Leisure Suit Larry territory? Okay. Okay. Should take us to the Goliath. Repair ship for light speed. Yerlang? We can't close the ship while we're at light speed, sir. It can't take much more of this, Captain. I was wanted to say that. Anything else? Aye, sir. Approaching planet Gingivitis. Sensor detect the presence of the Goliath in the area, Captain Wilco. Yes, Captain. Right away. Okay, I think... Affirmative, Captain. Get your tail down here to the lab. I got something you might want to take a look at. Okay, give me a second and we will, I think the next time... Next time we should be able to take the Goliath. I will see you in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Let's hopefully finish up with Space Quest 5. Let's see. Oh, are we already... Okay, we are at the Goliath already. Captain, I've been making a few scans of the Goliath and I've come up with some interesting information. Really? Like what? Well, our scans show that the mutated crew of the Goliath is not spread evenly throughout the very sections of the ships that normally would be. The engineering spaces are almost completely deserted, for example. So... Well, if you were to enter the ship at that location, you'd stand a good chance of getting aboard undetected. By saying you pretty much mean me, don't you, Cliffy? Of course, sir. Once you get on board, you could sneak up to the bridge, power conduits, and shut off the Goliath's shields. What good would that do? Well, maybe WD-40 could beam over and incapacitate the crew. Then I could zip on over and set something up like we did for the ambassador with her transporter. Okay. Oops. I completely forgot about the Goliath shields, Captain. You can't beam over while they're up. Silly me. But there's got to be another way to get over there. I think we need the laser torch. If you expand the laser torch's power pack, cutting the Goliath's super hard hull, you decide to leave the spent and bulky tool in the Evapod. Oh god. Oh fuck! Oh. Are they gonna... What the shit? I don't even get the chance to do anything. And like that, immediately. Okay, and then... Am I doing this wrong? What? See, the instant I